So before we add our buttons in, we need to add 2 more labels. These labels will be coded later to be able to change their text so it can display the riddle. So we're just going to add in 2 more labels. I'm going to have one just here, just in the middle, and then I'm going to have the one where it shows the answer just underneath it, but this one will be slightly smaller. So I'm going to move, and for the text we just want to leave it empty so that we can change it. So if we just quickly go into the web preview, you can see it's just like this, and the labels that we just added into the app can't be seen. Now we are going to add in our buttons. So I'm going to add in 2 riddles to keep the app simple, because the coding afterwards might take a long time, but if you want to add more, you can. I will show you how to do every part of the coding after we get all the components put out onto our screen. So now all I'm going to do is drag out 2 buttons, and now you want to place them. So I'm just going to place them in line with each other, but the colors of the buttons don't look nice, and the text. So I'm just going to call this first one riddle 1, and the second one riddle 2. So after you have got both of these things written down, or if you're adding more buttons, you can change the size of them. I'm going to keep them this size, but you can change the height and the width of them depending on how many you're going to have. So after you've got these riddles inserted, the buttons, you can now change the color and the text color. So first I'm going to change the color of the text to a green, light greenish. I'm going to do the same for this one, but a slightly dark green. And I'm also going to change the font to Monster Rap, because I just really like how it looks. And as well as that, you can also change the text size, which I am going to just do to 30. And I'm going to change that here as well, so it's a bit more visible. And now the color of the button itself. So as you can see, if you scroll down to style, you'll see that it says background. I'm going to do a lighter blue to match the app, and I'm just going to see the hex code of this so I can paste it here, and they look the same. So now they look the same, and that is the buttons. So that is all the components you will need. Now I'm going to show you how to do all the coding for the app. So now all you want to do is move your mouse all the way up here, and you'll be able to see, as well as the design, there is a blocks tab. So if you click on this, you'll come to this page, and you can see there are UI components and a bunch of other sections which will be very useful when we're trying to code all the components. So if you do open one of these tabs, you can see it does look a lot like Scratch, because the creators of Scratch also did create this. So if you have learned how to code Scratch, this shouldn't be that different. So the first thing that I've just realized that I've done wrong is that all the labels are the same and all the buttons are the same, so I don't know which one is called what. So quickly, I'm just going to name everything. So I'm just going to call this R2, then this, oh wait no, let me cancel that. This is R1, and that is the riddle answer, and that one is the riddle. So I'm just doing this so that in the blocks now you can tell which components are which, so I can easily tell what I don't need to change. So the first thing that you do when you get into this page is to get the buttons to display the riddles. So if we just type on the riddle 1 button, you see that this says when R1, which is riddle 1 button, clicked, it can do an action. And what we wanted to do is change the label named riddle to show the riddle. So we're just going to click this and set our text to, and you want to drag that in. And here you can fill in any riddle that you want to do. So I will leave some riddles in the description, but that is what you want to do for this first part. I'm going to add the riddles later, but first I'm going to show you the code. So after you've got this, you want to go into control and get this wait 1 second, but you want to change this to however long you want for the riddle. So what this means is that it will show the riddle, then it will wait before showing the answer. So I'm going to give this 5 seconds before the riddle answer sets the text to the answer. So now we've coded this, and if we go in the design and web preview, if I press riddle 1, it will show what was supposed to be the riddle, and after 5 seconds the second one comes out. That means that the coding is working. Now we just need to do the same for the second riddle button, add in our riddles, and then we have got our simple riddle app. You can also add in sounds, but I'll go into that with another video on how to do this. So if we go back to our blocks tab, we can see that we can see that we already have this code. You could copy and paste it, like I can just copy that and paste it and just change it so when R2 is clicked, then everything else will work. You could do that, or you could go and drag all the things out again. I'm just going to do this method, Now I'm going to fill in my riddles and show you the preview of the app. So I have now added in my riddles into the app, and all I'm going to do is head over to the design tab and web preview, and now I can test out my app. I'm going to preview this in a new window just to make it a bit cleaner, the system, and now I can do this. So as we added in the component, when you load up the app, it will say welcome to Simple Riddle app, and we have these buttons at the bottom. So I'm going to click on riddle 1, and then it will show the riddle. After 5 seconds, it will show the answer to it. That was a pretty good riddle, and you can try and guess this one, but I did include an answer, so you don't need to comment it down. But if you do that, then we'll change it. There's another thing, that the bottom one should just go to blank when you click the second riddle. I will create a YouTube short about that, but thanks for watching this video, and hopefully this app turned out good for you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel because I will post a lot of coding tips like this, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.